Now, from your weather authority, meteorologist Ron Rose.
Last year in 2019, you know, it seems like it was about 5 years ago at this point, but, but last year in 2019, we saw our last 80-degree temperature plus. That was in October, too, just like this year. We may still see another 80 later on. I don't think we're going to after today. But we saw our last one on the 10th day of October. And this year, we've already had an 85-degree temperature on the 22nd yesterday. I think we're going to hit 80 again today. It looks like that front's a little slower than some of the models were showing as far as getting in here and cooling us off and bringing more clouds too, I might add. We're getting enough sunshine across the Evansville Metro, and you can see it right now in play, that I do believe we'll hit the big 80, if not a little higher. In fact, I'm going to push up that temperature to 81 degrees. That's what I'm going to call it as far as a high later today here in Evansville. And even warmer as you work your way to the east and to the southeast, farther away from that front that'll be moving in from the west. And you can see the clouds over downtown Owensboro. We've already seen a few showers and thunder showers out there. Not a bad thing on a day like today, but at the same time, we get that sunshine. That will add to some of the instability. So we do have an isolated severe threat later on this afternoon. It looks like it's going to hold on. As we look from the Hampton Inn, and some of our tower cams might get shaken a little bit just because we've got a pretty decent breeze out there. We will continue to see that in that 10 to 20 mile per hour range from the southwest. It's going to shift to the west as the front's moving through, then to the northwest on the backside of the front. All right, we're seeing the flag getting pushed to the north with that south wind. Just off the Lloyd Expressway, there's I-69. That's our look from the Deaconess Gateway Complex. And now we're noticing pop, 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 pop. I used to be able to just pop out the trees. Now they're just too many. And I tell you what, this weekend, next weekend, they're going to be the 2 weekends, if you just can go on weekends anyway, to go out and leaf peep or just check out the fall foliage here in the tri-state. We are peaking or getting close to it. And I like what I see. A much better fall color season than what we had last year. 77 degrees with a few bees flying around the camera right now. Dew points up to 65. Like yesterday, it's a touch humid out there. And of course, that cold front's going to tap some of that moisture that's in the air. South-southwest wind at 13 miles an hour. Let's take a look at the temperatures across the board. Now, just off to the northwest where you see the green color, that is where we have the cooler temperatures, and the cold front is just off to our northwest. It will be moving in, but it's already 79 degrees in Flora, and it's 78 in Fairfield. Now, those numbers are going to be dropping within the next hour or so, but right now it's nice and warm, really from north, south, east, and west. In fact, the cooler temperatures to the northeast, Jasper 72, 73 degrees in Santa Claus, but I think all of us are going to warm up to around 80 degrees for high later on today, if not a little bit warmer than that. Beautiful start to the day today, too. And now, there's the old saying, though, red sky in the morning, sailors take warning. And we do have that severe weather threat today. So we had kind of a reddish sky in LEWISPORT. That is James LOGSDON, who got that beautiful sunrise this morning. And, of course, we got the storm threat later on this afternoon. We've already seen a few thunder showers, still seeing a little bit of lightning on the board, too, down around Paducah, up close to Flora, just outside the tri-state to our west. We're seeing a little bit. We've also got a few thunder showers kind of cutting through Orange County up around Paoli. So kind of dotting the landscape, but just outside the tri-state right now, even though we have seen some activity in the tri-state. Not a whole lot going on in southwest Indiana now, and most of what we saw this morning was in southwest Indiana. These showers and thunder showers continue to push to the northeast. We had seen some thunder showers moving through the Jasper area. Now they're trucking onto the northeast and they're up around Paoli. Still a little bit of rain showing up, though, in northern Perry County. Not noticing any lightning with that batch, but it's about to be out in the tri-state, too. Now, as we take a look down to the south, really most of the action is to the east, southeast of Evansville, and some heavier rain, at least some moderate rain now. It's starting to diminish somewhat right there along the Ohio County line with Grayson County. So it's about to move out of the tri-state toward Litchfield and beyond. And here comes another batch of rain. This is the main line, starting to break up a little bit. That's along the cold front. The front is already starting to bear down on St. Louis. It's going to be pushing through the tri-state. For most of us, it'll be mid-afternoon before it makes its way in. And we're getting a little activity, obviously, out ahead of that frontal boundary. Here's how it times out on our future tracker. Overplaying the rain just a little bit right now, but you get the picture. We've got a few scattered showers and thunder showers out there. Currently, we are still going to see breaks into clouds and some sunshine, too, but more clouds than not by mid to late afternoon. Here we are at 3 o'clock, and that's really where we have the main threat. It's only an isolated threat for severe weather anyway. Maybe some damaging winds and large hail along that line as it moves in across the Wabash mid-afternoon, obviously a little earlier than that to the west, and a little bit later than 3 as it moves to the east, but really starts to diminish as we head into evening. And, of course, the sun is setting these days right around 6 o'clock Evansville time. And it's setting, or I should say it's rising around 7 o'clock. In fact, a little after 7 o'clock. That's when it'll be up tomorrow morning. All right, clouds, yes, we're going to have plenty of them still out there in the evening. We'll see some breaks in the clouds too, but those clouds will keep the temperature up a little bit. At least we won't drop down into the 30s, at least not most of us. We get enough breaks out there, especially up to the northwest where we could see some more breaks first thing tomorrow morning. We might see temperatures dip down into the 30s. Clouds give way to plenty of sunshine, though, for our Saturday. We're looking pretty good by the afternoon. Here's my forecast for today. Clouds and sunshine, yes. More sunshine over the next couple of hours and then more clouds later on this afternoon. Pretty good breeze from the southwest, shifting to the northwest at 10 to 20. Showers and thunderstorms, yes, an isolated severe threat for damaging winds and large hail. And then we settle down later on tonight, and then temperatures tomorrow only in the 50s for highs. I'm calling it 58 degrees tomorrow after our high of 81. So we have back-to-back 80s, and down the hatch we go as far as the temperature is concerned. 60 degrees for a high on Sunday. So both days over the weekend cool, but both days, Angie, dry. And then we have a good chance of rain again on Monday. You want some fall color? Here's an interesting perspective from Holly Schwartz in Utica. She got this wonderful shot looking up from the ground at a beautiful tree there. Looks like a maple tree. That is kind of spreading out its color across the sky.
They are so clever. These photographers are so clever.
I tell you what, Holly's one of the best, and of course we've got a lot of good ones here in the Tri-State that send out some great pictures.
We got some more lifestyles right after this too.